Hey guys, this is yours truly, Maximus on Dot Fred of the Brothers of Steel, and this week we are totally into Monster Hunter once again. Final Fantasy finally touches down in the Monster Hunter series, and we get the Behemoth. Have you been catching your tail to defeat the Behemoth? Well, we got a wonderful guide just for you right here on the Brothers of Steel. So, let's get right into it. The Behemoth is a classic reoccurring type of enemy within the Final Fantasy series. It debuted as a boss in Final Fantasy II, and within this Final Fantasy XIV Monster Hunter World crossover, it is just as devastating here as it was in the Final Fantasy series.
So the first step to defeating the Behemoth is preparation.
You mean like prepare like with fire extinguishers? Do you see the fire on this guy? He's gonna light up everyone in this cave, man. You guys are dead.
No, knucklehead. Like a mental preparation.
Like, who are you calling knucklehead, man? Man, back in the day, we used to bust him up with some magic. Yeah.
So the Behemoth is weak to dragon element and secondary water ice. So we recommend any weapon that is dragon element based, and if you don't have that, water or ice based. In terms of weapons, preferably heavy hitters such as horns or hammers, even switchblade. If not, any other weapon can do. In terms of items to work with, potions, mega potions, along with flash and flash bugs. You will be crafting a lot in the field. So I do recommend that you work with a lot of flash, well, maximum is 3, and flash bugs, which is 10. In between fights, you can always go back and restock up on your items. In terms of basically, that should be it. The Behemoth doesn't necessarily go to sleep, so walking with bombs is not necessarily required. I mean, if you do want to walk with it, is a chance, you know, that you can place it and hopefully that you can walk into it and you can knock him out or detonate it, for better words to say. In terms of armor, we recommend anything high ranking. This is no joke. This is no joke of an Elder Dragon. So we do recommend, if you do have the latest Lunastra armor set, you can walk with that along with the Teostra armor set. Anything that is mostly strong to against dragon is recommended. In terms of mantles, temporal mantle is mostly recommended along with health booster. If not, you can go with the vitality mantle as well. So in between, you'll be switching out between mantles, or if you have the temporal mantle, you equip that along with your health booster. The Behemoth has various attacks and abilities that he uses. One set ability is a meteor, or where he casts a meteor from the sky onto the ground. This ability is quite easy to dodge, as you can see where the impact will be for said meteor, so you can really and truly dodge this quite easily. Another one is where he summons basically a tornado, and this is where the flash is most important, because if you break his concentration, right, he won't be able to summon said tornadoes, and basically it means you will have more room to work with while fighting him on the map. This ability he usually casts in the second area that you will move over. Sometimes it happens in the first, but I do recommend that you always break his concentration. This is where communication is key with your team, because you will be crafting and using a lot of flash pods. Also, he has another ability, lightning, where he casts lightning bolts. Again, this is also very easy and quite easy to dodge. Another one is the comet. Now you will know when he's casting the comet, because it will be indicated by a lot of quick flashes of red lightning bolts, as you saw earlier. Apart from his castable abilities, he also has some physical abilities in which he normally uses body slams, attacks wildly. So as you can see there in that one, he actually charged into me. That one can knock you down, so you need to be prepared. Again, if there are less tornadoes in the map, he can't necessarily, it will be better for you, because if there are tornadoes and he knocks you into a tornado, yeah, you're getting double whap again. So try to dodge those abilities. I did a poor job there, but basically once you can dodge those attacks, it will be easy for you. Less potions that you have to use. Again, also I recommend fighting to near comets. When you cast the comets, you will see why it is important for these comets to not be bricked. But fighting near them in terms of positioning yourself for when he has to use his ultimate, in which you will see very shortly. Yeah, so I recommend fighting near comets. Easy access, accessible. You don't have to worry too much. Again, you'll be crafting a lot in the field, so always make sure that you have flash equipped, along with, you know, your flash bugs to be able to craft the flash. Don't be like me that rolls into a meteor. So basically positioning yourself around these comets, as you can see that I do ever so often. I flashed in order to prevent him from casting that ability, and it will be a bit easier of a fight for you and your squad of 4. Again, I really and truly cannot emphasize the importance of communication. Playing when I was fighting him at first, I was playing with you know, randoms. I didn't say that they were bad. Most of the time we failed because either, you know, somebody died, somebody fainted. If you're low on life, I always say do not try to still challenge him. Try and run away, try and get and heal. When he comes to casting the ecliptic meteor, I always well, it is mandatory that you hide behind one of those comets. The comets will shatter after a while, and you need, if you do not hide, you can actually, there's no way you can dodge it. You cannot go to another map or area. It will still affect you. Also, as soon as you move on from at least that second area, I always recommend that you go back and restock on flash bugs, potions, whatever you may have used out in the field. Go back to your base or little camp and restock. Third area is a bit, I don't want to say easier. Again, nothing in this fight is easy. This guy will carry you all the way down to the wire. This is one of the most intense fights that I have ever fought in and done in Monster Hunter. He will carry you down to the wire. The third area is where he's basically in the volcano area aspect. Cool drinks is needed, obviously, along with, he doesn't cast the tornadoes on this one, which is good, but he relies more on his physical attacks. Again, he has a body slam, a body charge. He also even has a move where he picks you up and tosses you. This causes a bleeding effect, so you may need some jerk for that, or basically you can try and roll away and just stoop until the bleeding stops. But in this one here, basically try to do as much damage as you can and not die. Again, when he leads or whenever someone has his attention, life powder to be able to help that person. I forgot to mention that earlier. That's also another item that you should work with, life powder. A lot of it, stock up with it, have it. Remember, teamwork makes the dream work. So once you finally slay the Behemoth, he will be slayed by casting again that last ecliptic meteor, and that will kill him. So I guess maybe suicide. But when you do, you go back to the Astara, speak to the serious handler, and basically you all will bid farewell to the Moogly Woogly.
What did you just say? Moogly who? Moogly what? Man, have some respect, man. Those are Muggles. They are like the harbingers of good luck and allies in the Final Fantasy series. Man, get it right.
And he will thank you for your services, and he will leave, then prompting you to go back now and speak to the serious handler once more, where she will gift you the Dragon Soul kin set. Or yes, so with the Dragon Soul kin set, you can now actually craft, or if you manage to get few of the materials needed, you can craft some of his gear set, and also his kin set blade, well, his insect glaive, sorry, titled, and his armor set, the Drachin Amet Alpha set. Basically, you may need to fight him 2 or 3 times to get all the items you need to craft, but if you follow this guide, you should be able to defeat the Behemoth in no time. Again, I recommend that you fight with friends, at least 3 other friends, or maybe 2, but you all need to communicate. Communication is key in bringing down this monster. You cannot do it solo. There's only so much that one person can do, but a support person will be helpful. And yeah, you follow this guide and you will be successful.
Well, yeah, I hope you'll be successful, and I hope that you guys totally enjoyed this Final Fantasy Monster Hunter World crossover. For us, it has been a total enjoyable experience trying to kill this Behemoth. So don't forget, guys, you can always subscribe to the Brothers of Steel on our YouTube channel, give us a like on our Facebook page, and as always, share up the love.